Do you know what will happen to the world after genetic mutation? What will happen to the world? Some people become extraordinary people and reach the peak of life, while others become bloodthirsty monsters, controlled by the bloodthirster behavior. And the designated fate cannot be resisted. If you are the wife and children of the world, misfortune will not spare you. It will take away everything from you and tear it to pieces. I got a chance to be reborn by resisting with all my might. Just when the monster gene was about to devour me, finally, a miracle happened. My monster genes condensed in my left hand. I can only hide in the crowd. I evolved to cut off all the misfortunes of the past. My destiny was rewritten among a group of women. From then on, my destiny is in my own hands. My monster genes can't make them sleep. I can only suppress myself and try not to let others see. I fed them before they went crazy with hunger. I have several close friends who don't wear clothes or pants. Of course, I'm a scumbag. Just as I wanted to part ways with them. A beauty actually coveted my 8-pack abs, and she wouldn't let me go. I was also overwhelmed by this sudden luck. Overwhelmed. I just think I had good taste in my previous life. I found a group of understanding big sisters. Of course, I still can't hurt them. After all, I carry monster genes. I was determined to break up with them. I must break up with them today. In my previous life, I had monster genes. They ran faster than anyone else, except one person who liked me the most. You are still waiting for me in this life. At this moment, I felt mixed emotions. It seems that I have to do something. I will never make you wait in vain again, or let you have any regrets. Just as I was about to give him a deep kiss, my monster genes suddenly went crazy. I must now calm them down. I had to leave him alone to find food. Because I have nothing on me now, I had to disguise myself and walk among the crowd. I came to the entrance of a shopping mall. There was an incident in the cinema. There was a group of people being chased by monsters. It seems that my food has appeared. If I eat the monster, what will happen to me? A sudden explosion. I saw a group of people being chased by monsters. Of course, I also saw my food. I'm here too, quietly waiting for the food to come to me. But the man who ran past me, but pushed me towards the monster. I glanced at my food. They weren't interested in me. I just grinned. It seems that they just regarded me as a companion. And I'm sorry. Could I just eat whatever I want? The man who pushed me was surprised. Why is that? Why did the monster not eat him but chase me faster? This is impossible. At this time, the human superhuman arrived, surrounding the monster. Watching their operation, I also felt that I didn't need to do anything here. A sudden explosion sounded. A superhuman was holding a child. It seems that he exchanged an arm for the child's life. But for the monster, they will continue to attack. They will never let go of any duck that comes to their mouth. Just as the monster was about to attack him, I appeared. It seems that this monster is not having a good day. The superhuman looked at my operation and said, "Awesome." He actually pushed a second-level monster away with his bare hands. Where did this wild extraordinary come from? What is his ability? What gives him such a powerful strength? I just smiled. I rushed towards him directly. "Brother, I'm sorry. It's time for me to eat. It's not suitable for others to visit. If nothing unexpected happens," he was knocked out by me. A monster was coming towards me and said I was stealing his food. I also showed my left hand without wude. "I'm really sorry. Now the prey is not him. You are my real prey." A punch directly shattered the monster's arm. The next punch made him doubt his life. The monster was surprised. "This is the spirit bead flame. How could you have it?" I just smiled. "You may not believe it. I used to be a spirit bead. I have a lot of experience." When I rubbed him on the ground, he began to be afraid. "Are you going to eat me?" "We are the same kind. We both have the power of the king. You actually want to take the king's power." His roar attracted a group of more monsters. But I didn't care. "The king you mentioned is that terrifying figure?" "Very good. I decided to eat your king together." In the end, he only left a sentence. "The king will not let you go. I also want to see how powerful your king is. In my previous life, I was a wicked demon king because I accidentally killed the woman who loved me the most. And this time, I controlled my monster genes in my left hand. When I came to the place where we first met, I saw her again. I saw her appearance and remembered every bit of our past. Suddenly, the monster inside me was hungry. I had no choice. I had to leave her to find food. By chance, I met a paranormal fighter who was fighting a monster. Just as the monster was about to kill him, I appeared in front of him in time. I showed off. I saw the monster was so huge. I was so hungry that my saliva was flowing. I went straight up and started cutting. The monster could only be eaten by me mercilessly. The other monsters were also killed by other superhumans. When the man with the missing arm was discovered, I had already woken up. The process of me eating the monster was vaguely seen by this man. Both of them were shocked to hear this. After I was full, I secretly rejoiced. People like me, I am a better existence than the official cleaner. I was like a Dark Knight hero. I returned downstairs. My building was still intact. Thinking back to my last life, I returned here at 3:30 in the morning. The community was also out of power, and a large area around was also blacked out. The power turned into energy and was absorbed by the quality. His superhuman genes awakened and caused superpower runaway, resulting in the death of everyone in the building. I checked the time. There were still 4 hours before 3:30. Now I have more time. But this light, shouldn't it go out in 4 hours? As for at home, his extraordinary genes have awakened. He sat there without daring to move. The greater the body movement, the more electricity he releases. I could only hear the sound of countless electric currents. These electric currents are also constantly gushing out of his body. At this time, he was still thinking of me and kept calling my name. Now, I don't pretend. When else should I do it? My timely appearance. Juyu was also shocked, and I didn't have time to explain. Juyu also trusted me very much. I directly stepped forward, transformed my left hand into a monster form, and prepared to take him away. We came to the window. I directly threw Juyu into the sky. Let's go to the rooftop. At this time, Juyu was almost scared to pee in the air. What would happen if he fell down? I directly flashed out. I hugged him and let him hold me tight. I used the tentacle I just swallowed from the second level monster to evolve into a tentacle. We came to the rooftop. I felt uncomfortable the moment I landed. Quickly release your electricity and release it into the sky. As for directly using all my power, a purple lightning shot straight into the sky. It was timely. His electricity was released. This bad thing will not happen again. At this time, my left hand was also healed and found. He asked me what happened. I had to tell him the truth that I had become a monster. He was sad, saying I shouldn't tell anyone about it. And I just smiled. As long as you ask, I can tell you, because you are my favorite. In my previous life, I killed my favorite goddess. As the devil, I didn't feel the slightest regret. In this life, we met again in the same place. She was still so beautiful and charming. Thinking back to the past, her superhuman gene awakening caused superpower out of control. And everyone in the building died. So there are some indelible scars in her heart. Today is the day when she lost control of her powers. During his out-of-control time, he was still calling my name. Of course, I came to save him quickly. Meanwhile, the people from the Genetic Institute also found us. 2 staff members came over because they found the suspicion of superpower out of control. The beautiful nurse took out 2 test tubes and prepared to do a superpower test for us. The old man also felt incredible. The girl released such powerful electric energy. The boy next to him was unscathed. As a drop of blood was dropped into the test tube, he was surprised by the test results. Oh my God, this is the most awesome test result I've ever found. This superpower gene may break the record. The boy is also testing my superhuman genes. The result also detected a weak superhuman gene. I was also puzzled. I am a person with variable monster genes. How could I have super genes? I recalled the disarmed monster I saved, whose arm was eaten by the monster. But I ate the monster. Maybe that's the reason. The scene shifted to the Genetic Research Institute. The beautiful nurse tested my genes. She said I had a superhuman gene, but it was the lowest in history. Only 1%. She looked at my proud abs and couldn't help reaching out to touch it. I was a little embarrassed at this time. I quickly put on my clothes. When the girl was leaving, she didn't forget to give me a wink. Suddenly, the noise attracted my attention. I came to the superhuman test room. It was the superpower of healing that attracted. attracted everyone's attention here. As for me, I was also being tested. 700 volts of electricity is just a tickle. When the voltage reached 2000 volts, the tester asked if there was any discomfort. As for him, he didn't feel any discomfort. Everyone was surprised. Is this still a normal superpower? It's just an awesome existence. When the tester was about to adjust the voltage to 3000 volts, Juyu quickly stopped me. The previous released electric energy was not fully released. I'm afraid it will get out of control. It's stable here. Just then, a handsome guy came. He didn't dare to approach anyone for fear of hurting others.